know? How can you know? Yeah. How can you know? 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 How can you know?
Okay, we'll just clear the track, and when we get to your point.
Just like the question asked, knowing of the answer. Just like the lake's dream bear, we're longing for some water. The sun's new light is photo, our souls are dry and we cry.
There, man.
Our souls are dry and we cry. How do you know?
Sorry,
How do you know?
fucking flame. Can't wait to out. Go away.
The sun's new light is photo. Our souls are dry and we cry. How do you know?
Fucking hell. Here we go again. Alright, just loosen up, boy.
Yep, just
Give us
listen
some
up, man.
pep
You
talk,
haven't
come
even warmed up yet,
Done
man.
this a million times before.
You haven't even warmed up yet, man. So you know, I think less emphasis. I don't think you need to try as hard to get there. How do you know?
Yep.
How do you know?
How do you know?
How do you know? How can you know? It is photo. Our souls are dry and we cry. How can you know? Well, no, visions of our lives been thrown away.
And then maybe do that bit in
Yep.
the second half of it, you know, or something.
Okay, well that's cool. It doesn't have to be in there. The song can be called that, but that doesn't have to be in there, you know.
Kind of a bit.
How do you
That
know?
first half kind of do a bit
When
of
you
what
don't
Mark's idea was.
understand it, when you're alone, down. And we cry. How do you know?
Sorry, boys. Goddamn.
How
I can't get up.
How do you know? How do you understand it?
How do you know?
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 Yeah,
It's kind of, but that's low, you know. So.
yeah, but try it in the highway, just the same. How do you know?
How
I
do
can't
you
get up
know?
there. You can.
How do you know? How do you
No, not high, just loud. I mean, it's a full voice thing, really.
How do you know? How do you know? How do you know?
You guys are way ahead of me.
How do you know? How do you know? How do you know?
How about something like, how do you know? Don't
How do you know?
You've got got a sixth sense.
How do you know you've got a sixth sense? You've got a sixth sense.
Yeah, something like
How
that.
do you know?
And then do the other bit, and then do the descending one down. How do you know? Two,
How do
three,
you know?
4, 5. You've got a sixth sense.
When you're alone.
You know.
Yeah, okay, so I'm just...
Because it's like the first one's
the
that, how do you know?
hedging bit.
Sixth sense, how do you, when you're alone, visions of your lives being thrown away.
Yeah, that's the second half. Don't change that. I think that'll probably work. It's just that first part. Isn't it?
When you go, our souls are dry and we cry. How do you know you got a sixth sense? Fuck.
I preferred the other way. You said it. You know. How do you know?
You know, you
I
had
had no problem with that. I
Yeah.
thought it was fucking kick ass.
Okay.
see what was done last night actually sounded quite good. I thought personally.
Well, you know, the bonus, I'd go back to that, but I'm just trying to make sure, you know,
Okay.
like,
Yeah, you're
eliminating
trying
certain-
different ideas. Yeah. Okay.
You're just digesting
I
it a
didn't
bit,
mind
eh?
that kind of entry though.
The other way to
How
me
do you
was-
know?
it just didn't have any real... It was meant to be a chorus and it didn't feel like one.
Mm-hmm.
You know,